Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a Warzone. Last episode, we built these realistic explosions going along the ground. I don't like that little square bit. I want to change it up a little bit with the bombs dropping from the plane. And we done a broken up plane as well with the wings dropping off and the big black smoke coming out of the engine. It's looking totally awesome. Let me just change up this square. It looks a little bit too square from up there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break up some of that, grab this coarse dirt, and replace it like that. There we go. That just gets rid of the squareness of the look of it, I think. And that one. There we go. Okay, so today I want to build a church. Now, I've built a ton of churches in Minecraft in my time. I sort of know quite well how to build them. However, I've never built one that's broken before, so I think my plan is going to be similar to the houses and actually build it complete and then blow some of it up. I love using TNT. So, what blocks do you need for a church? Well, you want as many stone types as you have. So, I'm going to use the andesite, and seeing as though we have andesite stairs and stuff, we're probably going to use those. I'm going to try and stay away from stone brick. I want to use more andesite than stone brick. I always use stone brick, and I want to try and stop that. For the stained glass windows, I think we'll figure that out when we get closer. And for the ceiling, for the roof on the place, I think we probably want some oak instead of the dark oak that we used on these ones, just to make it stand out a little bit. There are some tips, though, that I want to try and show you guys on how to build these, on how to build churches, towards the end a little bit, really, some of these tips. Now, to begin with, you sort of just want to lay out a blueprint of how big you want the church to be. Now, we want a pretty big church, and I think I want it going straight along the line of these explosions, and then we'll blow up the explosions in the roof, because as you can see, the sort of bombs are here, but what I want to do is have a few explosions over the roof as well. So I think maybe something like this, and then we're going to come down the side here. You might want to think about windows along the back. Don't worry too much about windows along the side at this point, but think about the windows along the back. So let's say if we had 4 blocks there, a 3 wide window, and 4 blocks there. I think that'd be good. The window probably won't be on that level, but it's just thinking about the dimensions and stuff. Obviously, you want this to be an odd number. It makes the roof an awful lot easier to do. Bring this down the other side as well. Something like this, and then we can start thinking about windows along here. Now, this is where the altar, would be. So you don't really want too many windows at the back here, but then we want windows. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. 3 blocks wide for a window. Leave it 3 blocks blank. 3 blocks wide for a window. 3 blocks blank. 3 blocks wide for a window. 3 blocks blank. I think that's pretty good. We were pretty close to the dimension to begin with, so we'll do this along here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one is that end one. Once you've got that in, you now want the tower of the church to be a little bit wider. Sometimes it only needs to be 1 block wider, and you want this to be a square. So you want to count these out: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Square this off. I just prefer it being square. I suppose it doesn't necessarily have to be, but I prefer it being a square. So I'll put those in there. And there we have the blueprint for our church. We want the door to be in the front here, a nice 3 wide door. We're probably going to want like a little window along here. If we do 4 blocks, 5 blocks on, 5 blocks on either side works well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's where our windows goes. The next step, don't worry about like making it 2 or 3 blocks deep yet. We'll worry about that later on. Whenever I go underneath a plane, it goes dark. It's really weird. So we'll go above here and try and sort of gauge out how big you want these windows to be. So I always just like to do a start one like that. That's too low, it's too short, so we're going to bring this up a few blocks. There's no real easy way to tell like how to do this. It's just a bit of trial and error, and then getting a height that you like. I like that height. That looks like a good one. So, I don't know what block ID, and someone keeps telling me in the comments section, is it like, it's not Alt F3 or Control Alt F3? Oh, no, not that one. Shift F3? Nope. Not that one either. It's something like that, or, I don't know, and it tells you the block IDs of each block. I'm not 100% sure. Can I, if I grab this, oops, will it know what andesite is? No, I need the block ID. Hang on, I'll look it up. I'll be back. Okay, I got it. It's stone : 5. If any of you are interested there. So yeah, easy as that. Stick that down there. Stick that down there. I've just gone round most of the sides and put this on already. Put these windows in. We all want the windows at the same height, or we want all the windows at the same height. Sorry. So that one. This one at the back here, I don't actually want to go all the way down to the floor. We're going to raise this up a few blocks. Make it a smaller window. Maybe there would be good. On the back there. I think that looks decent. We'll put these along here. These. I'm trying to build this as fast as possible because it's a big build to try and fit into one episode. I don't know if we'll be able to do the whole thing, but we'll have a good go at it at least. And down here. Okay, beautiful. The doorway, I'm not going to worry too much about the shape of yet. I'm going to have a guess and say I'll put it there. That might change, though. It's not too bad. It looks a little bit too thin, actually. Oops. And that looks a little bit too short. I really shouldn't be worrying about this too much yet. You can't help it though, can you? I like that. That looks pretty good. Okay, so now we've got that in. The height of this section is going to be pretty much the same. What we might do is add one more layer, just specifically for the wood, the first set of wooden stairs to go on. So this would go along here, and then wooden stairs will go along the edge, like this. Now, this is where we come to my first tip on building a church. Oh, and also, this can now be removed from the inside. That doesn't need to be there. This is my first tip for how to build a church. We're going to remove this end block, and instead, this stone is going to be one block taller than the rest of the wood. Now, if you don't quite know what I mean, I'll show you in a minute. Let's just match up this other side here to there. Put these stairs along. Ooh. Oh, look at that for a combo. I've never got that many correct in a row. Okay, so what I mean by that is the stair would go here. And, in fact, let's just layer up exactly where the stairs would go first. Like this. Like this. All the way up to a point. Now, we deliberately made it an odd number. So it would go to a... So it should go to a middle point. Hang on. Well, hang on. Oh, I see. There we go. Wait a minute, something's not right here. There you go. Now it looks the same. So these these stairs will go up here like this, and up this side, and we shall replace this full block with a slab at the top here. But then instead of having the wood go all the way to the edge, like we normally do with most buildings, with a church, what we want instead is just make this andesite come out one block further and one block higher. Now, we have the benefit of andesite stairs here because of our custom texture pack that we've made. But if you're doing this on console, or if you don't have a texture pack or you can't change it, it doesn't matter. You could use stone brick or you could use cobblestone. There's still equivalents. So let's grab the andesite stairs though, which are just nether brick, and what we're going to do is we're going to lay these up here. Now, as you can see, what we've got here is andesite that's just like one block taller than the oak. Now, at the moment, it's really hard to sort of see that effect, but when we get the rest of the roof in, it should hopefully, it should hopefully reveal itself a little bit more. But yeah, you don't want the wood going all the way over the edge. It's basically what I'm saying. So, I think the next step is just to put the wood all the way across and extend this up taller. Let's extend this up taller first together. We probably want it to... Well, let's do a rough estimate first. the ceiling, or the roof, wooden roof, is going to go up to about this level. So we want it a few blocks taller than that. I'm going to say like another 5 blocks, something like that. We're getting close to those bombs now, so I think that's pretty good. And we shall extend this up to that same height. Now, this is looking a little bit wide and chunky now, this tower. So when it comes to doing some detail, we're going to have to try and take some of that away. Not make it look a little bit less clumpy than everywhere else. But that's a pretty good start. We're looking okay. Let me stick down the wood and I shall be back. Ooh, I fell. What a way to come back. So we've got all the stairs in now. Just the top bit left on here. Obviously, we're building it, though, as if it was perfect. That won't be like that for long. But it's okay for the moment. So, on the front here, I think we want something that really stands out like a church. So, I'm going to build a wooden cross on the front here. And I think we're going to do it maybe at this height. Something like that. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. It looks like it's standing out a little bit, though, at the moment. So is there a way that we could add some sort of slab or some sort of texturing to it and take some of that away a little bit? Something like that. And like that. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. At the moment, it still looks a bit plain because it's all andesite. That will be changed up, though. On the top here, we want to get this as wood. Replace air as planks. And then we want to add a little bit of... I can never remember what this is meant to be called. But, yeah, it's like the peaks, like you have on a castle. You get the same thing on churches. If we wanted to, do we want it to be a flat top on this? Or do we want it to go to a point? Like a steeple? Decisions. I think I want it to go to a point. Actually. Ooh. I don't think I want this. I think I want it to go to a point on this one. It's such a big area, though. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to not round it off, but give ourselves a little bit of an advantage. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take these top 2 layers away, and we're going to move them in by 1. And that's going to make it, instead of a 13 by 13, it's going to make it into an 11 by an 11 square, which is just a touch smaller, but should be smaller enough to really help out. So we shall drop all these back a little bit. And this is where we want the top to start. Now we don't want it to make it round, but we want this. We want the thing on the top. We want the steeple to be round, but we don't want the building to be round. So I'm just taking out these corner ones, replacing them with the stairs to start the roundingification, shall we call it, of the steeple here. Like this. And along here. I'm going to take these andesite ones away. I might move that cross down a little bit, like by 1 block. By 2 blocks. And put those there. Move those down to here. I like that sort of design. It still needs a lot of work, but it'll come. Okay. So we should it should automatically start rounding pretty soon. If we keep going around like this, we should sort of keep it relatively round. I think on the next layer up, we might have to do a little bit more work, but we should get away from this square within the next 3 or 4 levels, 2 or 3 levels probably. So we'll go around here next. Those planks will actually come in handy. That one and that one. Take away. Ooh, don't fall all the way. don't do that. We'll go around the side here and down this one. And this is where we wanted to go rounder. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to remove these corner ones. Like this. I'm going to come round with these ones first. And then worry about where the full blocks go to make it look a little bit rounder. So we'll go with these ones. With these ones. And these ones. I've got slabs on me. I'm going to put slab there and there. And a full block there. I'm going to put slabs there and there. There we go. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Slab and slab. Slab and slab. Full block. Yes. That one, that one. That one, that one. How are we doing? I don't know how we're doing for time because I've stopped the recording. Oh no, we're going to have to guess about how long we've been working for. Okay, that's good though. And then this one. No. I think I like that corner. Yeah, it's the same as that one. Good. Down here. And now we're not round at all anymore. We've got quite the round shape. I don't know if you can see it yet. If I back off, it's now round. You can see it's definitely got a lot more round than it was square, which is really, really going to help. I think what we might do is add a full block layer now. Otherwise, it's going to end up being too shallow all the way up. So we'll just add one full block around the outside here. And then go back to stairs again, straight on top of this. And then I suppose we want some sort of peak on the top. I think I want maybe a little bit of stone in this roof as well. There's a lot of things I want in this church. We're definitely not going to be able to get it completely finished this episode, unfortunately. Okay. And this around here. And there. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. We'll go with... I should probably just fill this in. It's small enough now that we can fill this in. It makes it easy to place stairs on top of. We'll have another stair layer. There. And here. Full blocks in the middle here. And then slabs on these four. Stairs in these ones. And then a full block at the top. Okay. Ooh, that looks terrible. It looked alright close up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I like this part. This part's great. I don't like this part. I don't like the roof here. You know how to solve it? TNT. TNT will solve all of our problems. No problem. Okay, we'll remove these from this corner and from this corner. Yeah, TNT will make that look better. I don't like that, man. That's one of my worst roofs I've ever done. That's why I always usually back up as I go. If you back up as you build it, it makes things so much better. You get to see it as you build it instead of sort of guessing. But I didn't listen to my own advice. Okay, and this one down here. That gets rid of the chunkiness, or a little bit of the chunkiness of this front. Okay, we don't need any windows or nothing in there. This will be dressed up with a little bit more thickness now, so I'm going to use cobblestone instead of stone brick, because I don't like stone brick as much in this build. I want to keep it a little bit more cobblestoney and more natural stone. So we're going to put that up there and this one up here. I can do it quicker with the wand. I'll do it quicker with the wand on the next side. And here. Then what we're going to do is have stairs underneath, running all the way around. All the way around here. And around the back as well. We might do it around the back. I don't know yet. It might... No, it'd look odd if we left it around the back. Yeah, let's go all the way around with these. And along here. Come on, we haven't got much time left. I'm sure we're already over time. I bet we're at an estimate, I'm going to say 22 minutes. What do you think? Think that's about right? We'll see. Replace air with cobble. Beautiful. That's so much quicker. And that one to that one. Beautiful. Okay, so already it's now looking not quite as chunky. It's looking a little bit more refined. And that really, really helps. Because when you got a chunky front, it takes away the whole detail that you've put into the build. But yeah, that's looking better already. I think we're going to do a similar thing along the bottom here, but not run it all the way along. I'm just going to do either side of the posts. Like this. Like this. That one. And that one. A little bit blank here. I'm not quite sure what I want to do about that yet. It doesn't look terrible. It just looks a little bit blank. Let's do a similar thing along these ones. So we want from here to there. From here to there. 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 Same on the other side. Quickly, quickly, quickly. And I think that is unfortunately all we've got time for this episode. We shall be back here next episode to finish this off, finish this castle off, not castle, church off. But yeah, I think I don't want to go for a crazy long episode. Let's just put this stone on. I can't stop. Put these along the top. When I get stuck into a build, that's it. I'm stuck there for ages. You get all that inspiration flowing. You're in the right mood for it. Man, that roof is so bad. I'm so embarrassed about that though. They take so long to do, and then you go and mess it up that bad. Oh well. Oh well. TNT. Okay, beautiful. There we go. So already, that now looks a lot better than what it did 10 minutes ago. It doesn't look quite as chunky, quite as ugly. It'll help when we get some glass and some floor in there. But that's definitely pretty decent looking for the moment as a start. If you guys enjoyed the episode, hit that like button. I do apologise for that terrible roof. It's ugly as sin. And we shall see you in the next episode.